Live from the rinks in Hauppauge, New York, we invite you back to this doubleheader presentation of Monday Night Varsity on LI Sports Network. The second leg of our doubleheader features two top teams in the varsity standings as the 8-4-1 Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls would look to avenge this season's loss against the 6-7 Ward Melville Patriots. Michael Andrew here, ready to bring you the action as these two teams are familiar with each other, with Ward Melville getting the upper hand on the previous battle, winning by a final of 4-3, powered by the late game goal by number 9, James Clifford, the junior Islander product. The Smithtown Bulls will be awaiting for whoever comes in their path, with either Jake Citron or Anthony Skakoza getting starting duties as both netminders warm up. And I'm going to step aside and let you enjoy the rest of the warm-ups before puck drop commences. The anticipation reaches a pinnacle as both of these teams have been building up for this matchup all day long. A rematch of October's 4-3 victory provided by the Ward Melville Patriots, as Smithtown will look to bounce back from that loss as they begin this contest with the puck in their possession as it's dumped down the other end. Jay Gahern on the hunt. 8 goals, 9 assists for number 4 this season. He'll look to accumulate his numbers by a lot the second half of this season, as this is James Clifford dangling to the goal, and the save is made right there by SCHSHL. So Aiden Bohm going with the other starter, number 54, over Jake Citron for tonight's contest. A different story compared to what we saw the last time these two teams met. Both goaltenders delivering to the fullest. There's one you'll definitely hear more from tonight on the other side of the pipes. On the other end of the ice, this is Noche with a shot, and that one stopped right there by Callahan, as there's Ward Melville find themselves in a little bit of trouble for a moment, but Clifford able to navigate it on his stick, and he's back in the zone. Clifford across, Mangano couldn't touch that one, and there's a penalty. Roughing is called, as the Patriots will go to the power play for the first time tonight. Captain Jake Ahern will sit for 2 minutes. And the Bulls will have to rely on special teams here. Their special teams or their penalty kill to prevent Ward Melville from getting on the board early in this contest. Casara and Campagna lined up at the points. Chasing this one down on the PK for the Bulls, Anthony Sabatino. Everyone converging in the corner, trying to jab away at the loose puck. The Patriots do come out with it, with Mangano leading the charge back in the Bull zone. Mangano across the Lynch. Lynch tried to feather it on the stick of Mangano, but it slipped off Mangano's stick. Patriots resetting with Casara and Campagna at the point. Return feed, Campagna, tight rope in the blue line, gets it across to Casara. Casara tried to spring one forward, and it pinballed off a skate in front, and this results in a chance for Josh DeBlanda. DeBlanda trying to execute on the penalty kill, just as he did in the first meeting between these two teams back in October. Blanda racing back, trying to impede Mangano's progress on the man advantage for Ward Melville, as this one skipped off a leg in front, but it stays inside the zone, courtesy of Friedman. Kept alive at the point by Campagna. He'll walk to the left. Drifting over, fires in front, and almost stuffed home right there by Squalero. Thomas Agavino, a good friend of ours, being tied up right there by Squalero. Giacovino, as Agavino tries to slam it back to the ice. Back at the point, another try from the deep, but Alfredo wouldn't go. Another clear for the Bulls. Patriots, their backs against the wall on the early man advantage. Alfredo trying to change the story here and executes on the man advantage, but it won't happen. Ahern out of the box and on the ice for the Bulls. As we await the number 19, Jake Rook. Racing back to get it, Malin Druklo, recovering from a heavy collision last week against Necklot Sayville. And he's back in for the Bulls. So this is a chance for Zara. Rebound, score! Just like that. Smithtown Hauppauge, moments after the power play expires, converts on the 5-on-5 to make it 1-0. Another greasy goal for Tommy Azara as he puts the Bulls up front in this one. Rook pushed further by Guarino. And there's a chance right there at the side of net. Jake Rook spills to the ice. Play continues with the Patriots pushing the other way. trying to counteract here with their own offensive surge as Tommy Azara drops Mangano, and it will result in an aggressive penalty. Roughing the call, Bulls back in the box. The Patriots get a chance at redemption here as they look to convert and make their power play opportunities 1 for 2 early in the first. Clifford on the draw. He goes up against Captain Jake Ahern. Casera at the point. Fires a shot, hits off the glove of SCHCHSHL. Back at the point, but inadvertently cleared out by the Patriots. Small gift for the Bulls, as this is now Noche progressing back in the zone. Noche trying to strike short-handed on the backhand try, wouldn't go. Noche hounded right there behind the goal as the Patriots come up with it again. Here's Clifford. Minute and a half left on the man advantage. Centering chance in front, score! Jake Mangano, power play goal, tied up at 1. Mangano fired up after the goal, and the Patriots convert on the equalizer, as this one is stopped right there by Callahan. A big break for Ward Melville, who go 1 for 2 tonight on the man advantage, courtesy of that power play goal by Mangano. Just like in October, these two teams go trading goals in the early moments of the contest. Trites, he had himself a goal back in that 4-3 affair against Ward Melville. Another chance in the slot, save, rebound, and a scramble. Sabatino couldn't corral it on his stick and put it on his forehand. Results in Agavino being pushed back, but he gets it onto the stick for a moment, but Trites has to regather it and push the other way. Trites with a dangle. Bobby Trites through his legs. Still going, tries to stuff it in front. He had Ahern and another Bull at the right spots, but couldn't be capitalized. Chance here on the steal. Noche in front, fires that one wide off the glass. Friedman with a little juggling act, but he couldn't progress forward as Agavino was there to put a halt to his progress. Dumped further by the Bulls as they will bring in new reinforcements. Chance in front, another try, rebounds, DeBlanda stopped twice by Callahan. Back at the point again, deflecting attempt in front, couldn't reach the goal as it was blocked. And Mangano fires it aggressively back in the zone. Taken again by DeBlanda. DeBlanda looking for a man open. Gets it onto the stick. Or what? That's Petito having trouble corralling it on his stick. Steal made right there by Clifford, but Petito does a good job of recovering. And the Bulls stepping there to help out their man, with DeBlanda leading the charge back in the zone. DeBlanda firing, save made by Callahan. Out it goes, and SCHCHSHL elects not to play it. Icing is called. Fredo. Now it's Lynch. Wrapping this one around. Rook keeps it alive at the half wall. Gets a shot off, and it misses wide of the cage. Tito trying to knife it back in the zone, and he does. Into the corner, Guarino will try to settle it on his stick, but to no avail. As this one is flipped out of the zone. Devaney will race back to get it. Icing waved off. Manfredo controlling it. And then this one slams ahead. Almost hit the rafters and almost got back on the stick of the hard-charging Mangano. Seven and a half to go in the opening frame. Kahan. Timothy Kahan. Having trouble exiting out of the zone now. Azara, the latest goal, the lone goal recipients for Smithtown Hauppauge, trying to get another crack at it. Around it goes. Mallow trying to control it, but he was hounded aggressively right there by Guarino, who does a good job at preventing Melville from getting closer to Smithtown's zone. This one is wrapped around the boards again. Trites, and the Bulls come up with it. Trites tried to lead it ahead to Ahern, misses his stick, and it'll be touched up for icing. James Clifford on the draw, opposite of number 4, Ahern. Those two tussling right there, battling for the loose puck as this one banked off the boards. Found the stick of Noche. Noche falling to his knees as Melville keeps it alive in the zone. There's a short side try by Mangano that wouldn't go. It inadvertently pushes the Patriots back all the way in their own zone, with Manfredo having to get to it. Dumps this one off the boards, but not far out until it reaches the stick of Clifford with a nifty through the legs reception. James Clifford in front! Casera couldn't pound it home right there. Almost another beautiful setup by number 9 of the Patriots. Back the other way come the Bulls. Another try, and this one misses wide of the cage. Mangano able to muscle off the pressure. Still forging in there is the Patriots, doing everything they can to get another one to go for them. And this feed was fanned on right there by Manfredo, and it results in a turnover, and the Bulls coming up with it again. Jake Ahern assessing the situation. Angles this one forward. Piro touches this one out of his reach, and he has to race in to get it from Manfredo. Or Melville looking to exit out of the zone, but Casera flipping it out safely. This will give the Patriots to go for a line change. Sabatino with a short side try, and it's stopped by Callahan. Puro tries to sauce it in front. There was a deflection attempt right there by number 81, Feza. Mr. Fantastic Four on the ice, ready to strike. Puro swings this one off the boards. Blanda will try to touch it forward. Elects not to go with the feed, instead takes it on his own. The Blanda drops it back to the point, then gets the return feed. And the Blanda plays that one off the boards. Stick handling is number 8. Swinging it in front, almost got it onto the stick of Feza. Looked like the Bulls offense was going to go for a line change, but instead they remain on the ice. There's Piro throwing the body against Giacovino as the Blanda tries to inch closer and closer to the goal. Rook plays it on the stick of his intended target, and this is fed back to the point. Piro drops it down low again. To Blanda, all the way on the other side, will get it. Tito trying to keep it alive. And Melville having trouble exiting out of the zone. And the Bulls doing a tremendous job at keeping it in the zone. Chance by DeBlanda, and it's gloved by Callahan. Kahan couldn't keep it along the blue line. Bulls having to reset and push back. Alfredo gives it up to the Bulls again. Chance in front on the touch deflection try by Guarino, but it's swallowed up by Callahan. Push in the corner, where Melville will look to exit out of the zone here. Is Zara. Throws it in deep. Stumbling to get it was Guarino as Alfredo attempts to protect it. A lot of blue jerseys hounding number 65 in the white and green. Sarah backhands this one, but not far out of the zone. He'll take another stab at it. This time does get it out of the zone, off the boards. Mangano receives it. Ward Melville couldn't execute forward right there. Here's Mangano. Jake Mangano. From the neutral zone back in the Bull zone. And a good snag right there made by the glove hand of SCHSHL. Friedman on the draw again for the Patriots against Ahern. Komasinski had trouble handling that one, and it results in the Bulls back in the Patriots zone. Trites walks off sides, or he carried the puck off sides as Noche was the one caught red-handed. 2.5 to go in the first. Agamino will hunt it down from Komasinski. But not out. Mallow keeping it alive at the point for a moment, but Jake Ahern with aggressive pressure taking it back from the Patriots. Captain Jake Ahern shakes off one man. Ahern driving hard to the net. He couldn't finish the job as there was a Patriot stick on it to deteriorate the scoring chance. Penalty called. This one interference. The second penalty taken by Jake Ahern tonight. Second one this period, no less. And the Patriots with another chance to strike on the man advantage. 1 for 2 tonight, with the goal scored by Jake Mangano, assisted by Clifford. And a lengthy discussion between the officials and head coach Aiden Bone. Dave Bone. I said his son Aiden, the one that plays Stony Brook. Whoopsie. Coach Dave Bone. Two minutes on the penalty kill against Ahern. Sarah trying to wheel and deal here as he was hounded right there by the Bulls, the Blanta. First clear made by the Bulls, and right in a hurry is Capagna back in the zone. Capagna trying to drive to the goal. Good job right there by the Bulls to negate that opportunity as this one is cleared out again. Sarah. Now Mangano. Mangano in the zone, dangling to the goal. It slipped off his stick at the wrong moment. This one kept alive on the high stick, but it will be blown dead. Jake Mangano almost pulling another highlight reel out of the hat. He scored amazingly one-handed against St. Anthony's a few weeks back. Although for the Patriots, they were on the losing end of that contest. DeBlanta off the draw. Aggressive as he can be, tried to corral it on his stick to no avail. This results in a chance for the Patriots once again on the power play. Clifford trying to dangle past Petito, his junior Islander teammates. Out of the zone. High stick waved off as the Bulls come up with it. Penalty kill opportunity for the Bulls here. And that one turned aside and Callahan stretched out to make the stop, and it went wide. That right there evidently is a stop by SCHSHL. Dylan Callahan, you never know when he's going to pull out one of his memorable saves. Mallow at the point. Half a minute left to go on both the power play and the first period. Drive at the point. Pushed aside right there by SCHSHL. Lynch along the post swings it back to Mallow. Mallow trying to control it on his stick. Banks it back to Lynch. Return feed to Mallow. Mishandles it. Heavy pressure being provided right there by Azara. Players converging right in front of us inside the neutral zone. Zara comes up with it. He'll dump it down to end the first. We go to the second, tied up at 1. Lynch lined up alongside Trites to kick off the next 15 minutes of play. Clifford, Mangano, Alfredo. 5 aside. Tied up at 1. So pinballs off a stick in front. Kahan trying to handle it. Loses control of it. Results in an opportunity for the Patriots. Anthony SCHSHL with the splits to shut that one down. The other way, Gahan gets past, or almost fully got past Manfredo, and it results in an icing. Crowd erupting for number 22, as this one is caught immediately in the glove hand of Callahan. Giacomino touches this one ahead. On the hunt is Scolero. Stolen back by Mount Druklo, who brings this one around the half wall. Received right there by Feza. He has the back pedal and return the feed over to Mount Druklo. Blanta. Feza calling the feed. Feza looking to reach in and corral it. Feza back at the point, or in the right circle. Sabatino sent that one wide. Friedman. Now to Blanta. Last man coming out of the trailer was Agavino getting a touch on that one. It was stopped by Callahan. Swung off the boards, but not out. Agavino with a nifty keep. But the momentum deteriorates and it goes back to the Patriots. Pena trying to feather in front to no avail. One of the Bulls has to regather his stick. That's Rook. And Feza has to chase this one down before Casera can get to it. Feza, spinorama attempt. Rook in the late, coming in the trailer late. Still made the reception. Another try. On target, stopped again by Callahan. Zara. Here's Clifford again. Clifford with speed. Fires a shot, kick save made by SCHSHL. Rebound and the wraparound attempt by Clifford. Wouldn't go. Another try right there. Mangano eluding some of that pressure. This shot is feathered onto the goal, but wide of the net. Tito picking things up inside the zone. He might get stolen, but he might get it stolen away right there, and he did by Mangano. He had some pressure from behind as well from number 97, Komazinski. Sarah folds this one, caught in the glove hand of Mangano, who's pinned up against the stanchion by Piero. Off the boards it goes. Casera will race back to get it, but instead it's knocked back in. Off the boards. Back Mangano to the goal. He scores! How about that? Jake Mangano. Innovation at its finest. A little bank play off the boards onto the stick of the hard-charging Mangano to make this a 2-1 game. Jake Ahern looking to respond the other way. Same score, different story. Smithtown was up 2-1 back in October. This time it's Ward Melville, as Noche tries to touch one in right there for the equalizer. Another drive right there, blocks off a skate in front. Gaham will have to cover again. Get it onto the stick of Noche, who springs this one forward into the zone. Callahan will play it before Ahern can get to it. Mallow being pursued right there by Ahern. Mallow changing directions as he looks for a man open. Gets it to Folkman, who has trouble handling it on his stick. Folkman still at it. Pokes this one forward to Scalero. And then comes Friedman. Offside's called. Two-goal game for number 26 of the Patriots. And it may be, the forecast may end up being a flurry of hat tricks here tonight on Monday Night Varsity, with Telly scoring 3 and getting an assist in the win against KPC just hours before. Mangano with 2, 1 in the first, the other one just moments ago, early here in the second. James Clifford dipping the shoulder. Can he tuck it home? No, he cannot. Good pressure right there by the Bulls. There's the Blanda. And that trickling attempt went wide. Another try right there. Bulls couldn't come up with it. Patriots do. Casera fires this one from distance. SCHSHL makes the stop. Zara springs this one ahead to Rook. He goes off sides. Mallow again. Tried to bank it ahead, finds Lynch with a chance. That one stopped in the chest protector of SCHSHL, and it results in the Bulls pushing the other way. Petito. Here comes Petito, but hooking away from the pressure, trying to create some space here. Hero sends a shot wide of the cage. Callahan was ready for it with the blocker. Sent down low. Guarino couldn't get there in time, as this one is pushed out of the zone. Icing waved off, as it did not reach the end boards. And the Bulls get a chance right here to exit out of the zone, but the Patriots not allowing that to happen, courtesy of the pressure being delivered by Adam Friedman. Here's Zara getting it onto the stick again of Piro. Piro in the zone, and this one deflects off the glove hand of Callahan and into the mesh. Jake Ahern on the draw here. Sarah wheels this one behind the goal onto the stick of Alfredo. Tries to get it ahead, does, to Mangano, who then gets it over to Scalero. James Clifford walks off sides, but he didn't touch the puck, so play continues. Trites leads this one ahead. Ahern trying to touch it forward, but can't reach his own reception. Here's Clifford the other way. Hounded right there by Ahern. Those two tangle up along the half wall. Trites the other way, looking to break out for the Bulls. Bobby Trites delays, fires a shot, and this one missed the iron. And it knocked off the net's moorings in the process. DeBlanta on the draw as this one is slammed out of harm's way by the Patriots, skipping to the other end for icing. Bulls trying to win the draw right there. Scalero pushed ahead, but misses the reaching stick of Mangano. And it's covered up again by SCHSHL. Friedman having trouble advancing. DeBlanta almost got to it, but Mallow gets there before him. There's a heavy hit thrown right there by Feza. DeBlanta, chance, Sabatino, robbed by Dylan Callahan. Another patented Superman diving stop by the Ward Melville Patriots netminder. DeBlanta looking for redemption here for the Bulls. Centering try wouldn't go. It was negated off the stick of one of the Patriots. As Sabatino takes a tumble, he was dragged down by one of the Patriots players. Bulls back to the power play. Dylan Callahan scrambles to make another stop. Play continues. Agavino wide of the net. Rebound, Sabatino couldn't stop it home. Another chance as they continue to jab away at it, but it won't matter. Bulls to the power play. And once again, Callahan survives the carnage. The Bulls on the power play for the second time tonight as they try to get their team on the board when it comes to power play specialties. DeBlanta back to the point. Ahern, while falling, keeps it alive at the blue line. Gets a return feed from DeBlanta, sends it through traffic, and this one misses wide of the cage. May have been deflected en route, but the score remains still 2-1. Ward Melville. DeBlanta again will take the draw. Back to the point, Noche. Through traffic again, deflecting attempt, this time skips over the cage. Gahan looks for a centering chance in front, Ahern, and that one slipped wide of the cage as well. Ahern again, corralling it. Looking for a man open, finds DeBlanta at the point. One-time clap bomb, misses wide of the cage. Sarah having trouble handling that. And the Patriots, nevertheless, do clear it out of harm's way, killing off more time against the Bulls' man advantage. Here's Friedman, looking to execute right there on the penalty kill, and he was thwarted off right there by SCHSHL. Feza, or pardon me, that's Gahan, as Ahern tried to touch it back to number 51. Sent down low. Rook hounding Manfredo, but that won't do as Manfredo clears it out. Half a minute left on the Patriots' penalty kill. Smithtown Hauppauge. Looking to score big here. DeBlanta slamming on the brakes, observes the situation, gets it across, and almost slipping on his own right there as he distributed the pass was Rook. Here's Ahern, eluding some pressure being provided by number 9, Clifford. Here's Ahern back in the zone. We skate 5 aside once more. Ahern with a chance that goes wide of the cage. Petito at the point. Almost gave it up to the Patriots. It's kept alive. DePlanta in tight. Bent it off. Waffle boarded away by Callahan. Petito banks this one off the boards, but misses the stick of Rook. And play continues as icing is waved off. Campagna. And the Patriots push it further, but it's intercepted again by the Bulls. Petito tried to push it further himself, and he gave it up to the Patriots, who are back in the Smithtown Hauppauge zone. Clifford taking the task in the corner boards by Trites. Pushed out. And the race is on between number 15, Guarino, and Campagna. Campagna wins that race, able to feather it ahead. Friedman to Lynch. Lynch with a lane, misses the net. Out of the zone it goes. Can Feza get a hold of it? Not that time. Callahan with the clear. And it rolls out of play, inadvertently off the linesman's body. Neutral zone face-off between Ahern and Friedman. Manfredo gathers it, tries to sauce it ahead, no one home on the reception. This is Puro for the Bulls handling business. Trites trying to knife it as Ahern fell to the seat of his pants trying to get a hold of it. Puro pushed back, and he has to retreat from the pressure being given by the Patriots. Folkman coming up with it, plays it back as Ahern comes up with the steal. Jake Ahern behind the goal. Tried to center it on the backhand to Trites, his intended target. Trites touches it back to the point. Here's a chance. Petito through traffic, gloved out of the air by Callahan. Wow. Being told from my boss right here, right now, the NHL has postponed all games until further notice because of the ongoing COVID-19 Omicron outbreak. There's a collision in front of the Patriots bench between two heavy stars. Noche and Manfredo tangled up right there at the half wall. Manfredo trying to create space and push it further. Noche with the steal, but swings it back into possession of the Patriots. Agavino dumps this one back in the zone. Under 2 minutes left to play in the second. 2-1 to score. Both goals by number 26, Magano. Ahern falling down again as he tries to control it. Assessing the situation. Ahern with a backhand try in the slot, fends it off again by Callahan. This one is going all the way back down the other end for icing. Sabatino on the draw again. DePlanta right away. Rebound in front. Callahan makes the stop. Another stop. Rebound. Score! Mr. Fantastic Four, Frank Feza. Tie game. All the twists and turns in this contest has led to what should be a very exciting third period between these two squads. Knotted up at 2 as Feza gives the Bulls some much needed momentum to get back in this one. To Blanda in the zone. Hard charging to the goal as he tried to evade everyone. The leg poke won't do for number 8. Zara on the draw. Final 35 seconds of the second. Chance in front, stopped again by Skakoza. Lynch taking his man to task inside the corner boards. Campagna, tightrope in the blue line. Keeps it alive twice right there. Final 20 seconds of the second. Pushed out further. Zara trying to get on top of it. Campagna leads it ahead. Mangano couldn't spring it back on his stick as he hounds away Petito. Buzzer sounds, we go to the third. Just like the first, tied up. Nil-nil after 1, a deuce apiece after 2. What will be the final score after 3? And will there be more added? We wait to see the impending results of this exhilarating contest. 6 and 7, Ward Melville, and the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls, who will to remain in the fight for a top seed within the Suffolk standings. The loss against the Knights helped them miraculously. But a much needed win could be what they need to jump back to 4th place. Jake Mangano dangling through his legs right there to no avail as Clifford gets pinned up against the boards. Lynch corralling it on his stick. Mangano couldn't receive that one well. Bulls trying to come up with it again. Manfredo slams this one, but couldn't reach the stick of Lynch. Going back to get it is the Smithtown Bulls once again. Ahern. Bobby Trites with Ahern in tow and Noche. Trites scores! Bobby Hockey breaks the tie. 3-2 Bulls. To the score, number 33, with the go-ahead goal for Smithtown Hauppauge. Same old story, same old dance at the moment. So this is what the score looked like back in October. The Bulls up 3-2, heading into the final period. Another penalty, tripping is the call, 2 minutes against Smithtown Hauppauge. And Thomas Agavino will sit for 2 minutes as Ward Melville will attempt to execute once again. 1 for 3 tonight on the man advantage. Can they make it 2 for 4? Both goals scored by Mangano. 1 on the power play, 1 even strength. Sarah through traffic. Pushed aside right there by Skakoza. Clifford at the top. Takes this one in the slot, fires a shot, and this one hit a leg in front. That was Sabatino. He's ailing in pain, shaken up. He made the block. Pena. And Mangano with it again. Jake Mangano. Here he comes. Offsides is the call. To the chagrin of Capania, who raises his arms up in the air as to say, why? But still time on their side with 1 minute and 17 remaining on the power play. Pena. Manfredo. With a reverse hit against Puro, but offsides is called. And because of the offsides, Ward Melville cannot go for a line change. Fettered off the draw right there by Clifford, but Bulls coming up with it. Josh DeBlanda. Blanda trying to dangle past the heavy man Casara to no avail. Clifford slamming on the brakes, eluding DeBlanda for a moment as he sends this one across to Manfredo, who then returns the feed over to Capania. Capania able to slip by one. Clifford had Manfredo in sight, but it was knocked and blocked off a Bulls stick, and it results in another clear for Smithtown Hauppauge. Half a minute to go on the man advantage for the Patriots. Guarino, glove save, and a cover-up made by Callahan, who elects not to play it. Friedman, Scolero in the zone, save made, rebound, It's loose and somehow stayed off the line. I don't know how, but it did. That one inches from being a tied hockey game once again. And almost went for Ward Melville on yet another power play. Chance in front, negated right there. That was Petito cutting it off. Petito has to retreat. Sends this one ahead. Ward Melville unsuccessful on the latest power play. 1 for 4 tonight. Rook, there's Zara. Zara trying to bump his buddy off. Getting tongue-tied right there. Tried to bump off everyone just to get to the goal. This is Petito. He's tangled up right there at the point. May lead to a break here for the Patriots. 3-on-1 opportunity. Friedman tried to send it over to Lynch. The Bulls came back just in time. Campagna keeping it alive for a moment, but no one there on the receiving end. Mallow taking this one behind the cage. And he'll reset by racing from off defense to offense. Mallow loses control of it. Taken to the boards right there. Out of the zone it goes. Bulls coming up with it. And maybe a 3-on-1 for them this time. Wide of the net, off the stick of Rook. Lynch couldn't feather that one ahead. It's taken back by Malandrugo. He has some trouble corralling it on his stick. As instead he sends it off the boards and in for icing. Ahern. Now Agavino trying to exit the zone right there, or it was Malandrugo. In this case, that was fired wide. Komazinski pressed into the boards and then shoved down for good measure by Agavino. And a penalty will be going against the Patriots this time, courtesy of a trip by number 26, Jake Mangano. Second time he's in the box in tonight's contest. Scored 2 and he's taken 2 trips to the sin bin. And now we await whether this one will be costly, with the Bulls on the verge of possibly going up ahead by 2. Sabatino almost centered it successfully right there onto the stick of his intended target. James Clifford looking to score the other way as he's in a wrestling match with Jake Ahern after delivering some punishment in the corner. An extra slash given by Clifford. Play continues as the refs allow the boys to play on. Noche swings this one around the boards. Gahan receiving that one. Gahan trying to protect it on his stick. Gets it on the stick of Sabatino as the Bulls work their way inside, work their way around the Patriot zone, and another wrestling match ensues at the side of the goal between Manfredo and another Bulls player. Smithtown Hauppauge. Noche bringing it back in as he fires this one off the boards, and around it goes to Blanda. Will hunt it down and get it back on his stick to Blanda. Feathers it across. Rook with a lane. Banned on the attempt. But the Bulls remain in the zone. Noche, another try. Stopped by Callahan. And now there's some extra activity between Gahan and Manfredo as the officials come in quickly. And more. Roughing the call against Manfredo The same will be given to number 51, Gahan. Patriots only down by 1. And this is definitely not the time to lose your composure. You're only down by 1. So something's got to give after this power play ends for the Bulls. Or pardon me, after the Patriots power play ends. So they're only down by 1 goal. And the Bulls looking to respond the other way on the power play. I looked at the scoreboard, Rollins. This is the Bulls again. With Jake Ahern end to end, sends it back to the point. Azara. Ahern. Back to Azara. Azara through. Almost got it through traffic right there, but deflected off a stick. Kept alive right there on the clearing attempts by the Patriots. Zara. Ahern trying to corral it. Couldn't center it across, and another player goes head over heels. That's Guarino and Anthony Capagna exchanging pleasantries. As this is Jake Mangano, hot out of the box in pursuit of the hat trick. But most importantly, get his team back in this one. Down by a goal. 7:40 to go. Josh DeBlanda trying to muscle through the pressure. A steal made by Capagna. In comes Mangano to jump on it. Mangano will drop it in there. Sabatino almost deflected it inadvertently off the bounce back. Almost inadvertently hit it back into Kokoza, who had to cover up in a hurry. 7.5 to go in regulation. Intensity building up minute by minute, shift by shift for both of these teams. Malinjarukulo rings this one around the boards. Able to get it on the stick of his intended target. Frank Feza looking to push the other way. Feza running out of room, gets a shot off anyway, as that one was stopped by Callahan. Feza remains in control, gets it back, and that shot misses the shoulder of, almost got past the shoulder of Callahan, and this one almost steered across successfully to DeBlanda, and he's taken down to the ice. He fell on his own right there as he was tangled up with Giacovino. Another chance, another save made by Koza off the attempts by Casera. DeBlanda the other way. He's got a hard charging Sabatino on the wing. Those two crisscross. DeBlanda looked like he was going to drop in the trailer to the late man Feza. Here's Feza. Anyway, almost getting that one to go. DeBlanda, his main target was Feza. He wasn't there at the right moments, but he came in there anyway. But Callahan, too much to overcome, as this is DeBlanda again with another crack at it. DeBlanda sidestepping the pressure, and he's taking off. Josh DeBlanda in the zone, short side try, stopped again by Callahan. Final 6 minutes of play about to be underway. Agavino controlling it. He's being hounded right there by Giacovino again. Feathered across, almost intercepted cleanly by Friedman. Instead, the ball's back in the zone. Trigger pull right there. Aggressive off the stick of Ahern, wouldn't go. Piero trying to keep it alive. Bounced in front. Another try. Schreitz for number 2, wouldn't go. Patriots again. Komazinski trying to corral it. He's in a battle right there along the half wall as Friedman looks to push towards the goal once more. End-to-end chance here maybe for Petito, but he runs out of time as he skated the puck off sides. Noche couldn't get back in time. And now we await the impending 6th man to hop on the ice, as there will be a matter of time before the net is pulled, and the Patriots will risk everything to tie this hockey game up. Down by a goal, Mallow sends this one around the boards. Lynch trying to get it. Here comes Friedman. Komazinski on the ice. Taking this one wide. Couldn't get it onto his stick of Friedman, and he was driven into the boards hard. And back the other way comes Trites. Bobby Trites looking for two. Corralling it. Oh, he tried to maneuver it back on his backhand as he was coming in close of Callahan. Another try. Score! Anthony Sabatino. And was that the backbreaker? It may have been. It's 4-2. Bulls. Four to two, the score. The latest by number 22. Double deuces, getting a goal. Little Tino, as they call him. Another try, almost skipped in the net. 4.5 left to play here in this one. Guarino. Around it goes. Callahan will play it. He has trouble playing it and stumbles to the ice. As the Bulls remain inside the Patriot zone, Azara with another crack at it as he's getting hounded away by Clifford. Another chance in front. And the battle beginning between Guarino and Clifford. Those two exchanging stick jabs in front of the nets as this one is cleared out. Magana with a nifty feed attempt wouldn't go, and now he's got to somehow corral it as Scolero dumps it back in with under 4 minutes left to play. Hard hit delivered by Jake Mangano against the man that was taking the task, and there's another hard hit laid. Gahan against Manfredo, and bodies spilling everywhere on the ice. Beza couldn't advance, taken back again by Mallow. Brendan Mallow having trouble again as this is the Belanda deteriorating his momentum from trying to escape the zone. To Belanda. Loses it right there on the steal by Friedman. Friedman tried to dangle past the Bulls again, but to no avail. Pushed ahead, Mangano. Back in the zone. Jake Mangano slamming on the brakes, looking for a man open. Had Lynch with an open lane. Another chance in front. Couldn't be touched home right there on the deflection attempt by Friedman. Lynch taking his man to task, and he pins him down to the ice. Friedman will try to help out and win this puck from the Bulls. And will we get a whistle here as more players begin to stumble? There won't be any whistle. Patriots come up with it again. Back at the point. Campagna couldn't keep it alive in the zone. Nearly called offsides as the Bulls have it again. To Belanda, slamming on the brakes. As he attempts to elude everyone. Hero, look out! Anthony Campagna demolishes Thomas Agavino. Sorry, bud. And a response by Agavino against Campagna. Frustration mounting for the Patriots. A minute and a half away from a crucial loss against the Bulls. With no time left remaining, Anthony Campagna is going to be escorted off the ice as he's been officially ejected from this game as a result of that sequence. A timeout right on cue by the Patriots head coach. Tries to instill some last-second motivation to his players. Minute and a half to go. As when it seemed like this one was going to be close. Heading in the final minutes. It blows open. Motion. Could not be kept in check right there, as this is now Ahern. Ahern. Last act of defiance, he scores! Captain Jake Ahern ices this game 5-2. By the way, the Bulls gesticulated with their hands during the celebration in front of the bench of their own teammates. Smithtown Hauppauge has downed Ward Melville. And maybe more here. Trites the other way, looking to corral it on his stick. Backpedaling forward as he tried to push it back on his forehand. Final minute of play underway. This one a lot different than the last meeting. Ahern corralling it to the net. A beautiful stop is made by Callahan, and there won't be any more skirmishes after that. Dylan Callahan electrifying in the final minute of the third. Thomas Agavino patiently waiting for the buzzer to sound to celebrate with his teammates on a huge victory that puts Smithtown Hauppauge back in the fourth place position. Gahan trying to handle that one. Here's Mallow, half a minute to go. Ward Melville will skate it ahead. Picked up at the far end boards and wrapped around by Devaney of the Bulls. Smithtown Hauppauge defeats Ward Melville 5-2. Redemption for the Bulls and fourth place for them. As the players surround their heroic goaltender Anthony Skakoza to celebrate the victory, we leave off with the traditional handshake line between these two combatants. Ward Melville will look to bounce back